All right, folks. Hey, it's been a while, but we're going to get back into some of these updates on some of these tools, outdoor power equipment that we kind of haven't checked on in for a while. Now, I don't believe, but I know a lot of you guys have and are still using this mower. Now, this mower I used all of 2024. All right, if you've been following me every year since 2021, we basically used one of these lithium ion mowers for the entire year, or mowing season. And 2024 was the Dewalt's turn. We're going to take a closer look at it, but as far now again, I like rear wheel drive mowers better. That's just me. You might like front wheel. You might like push. You might like, whatever. But as far as self-propelled mowers are concerned, I like rear wheel better than front wheel. But as a front wheel drive lawnmower, this DeWalt is absolutely awesome. Now, again, that's the thing with these tool company lawnmowers, whether it's the Dewalt. Now, again, I don't believe that they still make this mower. I believe the thing with Dewalt is like every year they kind of come out with a new self-propelled mower. Maybe there was a year in between 2020 and 2024 where they didn't, but we saw their first generation, which was a 40 volt and a 20 volt, right? It took two 20 volt batteries, one of them, and then they had a commercial unit, which was really the same exact mower, except that mower took a 40 volt battery. Then this one came out, and a lot of people were, not upset, but they wanted a rear wheel drive. And the next year, I believe it was 2021 or 2022 probably. I think this came out in 2021 or maybe 2020 this came out. 2021 they came out with a rear wheel version of this mower, and I think 2022 they came out with a whole new different mower. But I want to say they made this one maybe 2 years, like 2020 and 2021. I think in 2021 I offered both this version and that rear wheel drive version. But anyway, as far as a front wheel drive mower, this thing is great. Like I was saying, with these tool company mowers or outdoor power equipment, to spend $1,200 on the Milwaukee, though I don't know, I haven't used it. When you can get this mower, it was $399 with the batteries. All right, now I don't think that was the normal price. I think the normal price was $499 with two 10 amp hour batteries, which is still a great deal, $499. But I got it for $399. And obviously with Makita, who I think probably make the best mowers, even comparing them to the Milwaukee at that price. And when the Makitas get a little pricey too, but that's what makes the Dewalt a great option for a homeowner who don't, want to spend $800 to $1,200, or let's say $700 to $1,200, or really $1,000 for that Milwaukee if you have the batteries already. But again, $399 with two 10s made this a great option for a lot of people. And looks wise and construction wise, a big difference from their first generation, though I really love their first generation mower as well. I actually did a video on that last year. It was probably one of the last review videos I did on the OPE stuff. Great mower for mulching leaves, has a real deep deck. I think I want to say it's like 4.5 inches deep, but it's can use a new blade or definitely some sharpening, but holding up well. Again, used the heck out of this last year. But you know, still working pretty darn good. Made really well. You got some really thick, you know, metal bars, metal construction. You know, some weld points. Just really nice. Nicely made mower, and I love obviously that this is one of those. You know, it really takes up no room at all. Handle folds down completely, stands up. Most of them are like this, but some of them aren't. Some of those early Makitas aren't, but that's again first generation stuff. But it does do this, which is a plus. It's a great, you know, it's basically a 3-in-1 mower. Mulches, side discharge, and of course you can bag with this. But again, it is front wheel drive. I don't know if Dewalt even makes a front wheel drive anymore, but again, I thought I'd just do a little update on it. Let's see how she looks kind of opened up a little bit. Okay, so here she is out of the shed. Shed is looking good. I think it's been now in 2019, 6 years old. I am going to probably put a coat of stain or something on this. We made the little concrete slab here last year, if you remember. That helped a lot. So we got a lot of rain here in the Northeast. I think we just got over almost 2 inches of rain. And you know, if I didn't have that there, it'd be just like mud and puddles all over the place. So that definitely helped out there. So getting back to the mower here, but again, the Dewalt self-drive system. You know, they have some information here. The spec, the serial number. I guess you can hit that. Tell you some more information about it. And here's your speed of the self-propelled. That's you controlled the speed of the mower. Here's where you put the batteries, right? 220 volt batteries. Again, it comes with 210s. Again, maybe you can find this on eBay, some old units. But again, if you're looking for front wheel drive, they're pretty hard to find, especially in these tool platform. I think this might even be the only one, to be honest with you. I don't know of another one. I'm not saying there's not, but this is the only one I know of. You know, nice wheels, like I said, very easy to use. Obviously, to raise the handle, what you gotta do is just pull them out. And here we go. And you can set this in a, you know, I think 3 different positions. No, you got 2 different positions, which is enough. I'll put it into this one. Yeah. And then you just turn and you're good to go. So, you know, great mower. You know, just a little update on her. Now, this year we're probably not going to use her. We're going to give her a break. Only because we did use her last year. I want to do a new video this year. We did the Greenworks in 2023. Last year we did the Dewalt. Actually, I think 2022 we did the Greenworks. We did the old Dewalt in 2023. And then 2024 we did this one. Here's your height adjustment. Okay, you know, a pretty good model, but you do have to raise both front and back, because then this is front wheel, remember. But you got 6 different heights. All right, a lot of mowers you just got to do the back, but again, this is front wheel. And I'm sure probably with some front wheel you can just use one hand on the back, but whatever reason, you got 2 with this one. But a great mower. And you know, if you still, I know a lot of you guys got this mower, and you know, let us know your experience with it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? You know, cut quality's very good. you know, there's nothing I could say bad about it. I don't know if it's absolutely, breathtaking or noticeable that you're like, whoa, this thing cuts really good. Really, the only lithium ion mower that you really know is that Makita self-propelled, which I'm sure we'll take a look at this summer at some point. But Dewalt 20 volt self-propelled front wheel drive lawnmower in the flesh. Again, I don't think they make this particular model anymore, but if you do have her, let us know. Yeah, 2021 actually. I think I said 2020. So yeah, it was 2021. I thought it was. Then I went back. So 2020, everything I said just add up a year. So this was 2021. And then they came out with that rear wheel drive option 2022. And I think by 2023, this model was done out of stores. Well, you could still get it, but they weren't making it anymore. For the big box stores and stuff like that. And obviously 2025, I don't think they make this anymore. And I think right now DeWalt has like 2 or 3 different models you can choose from. They've always given you a few models like Makita. With Milwaukee still, I think it's probably the 3rd or 4th year that mower's been out, and it's still just that $1,200 version. Not everybody needs that type of mower or that expense, that price. They make a lot of OPE stuff that homeowners use, but they kind of price themselves out of it because a lot of homeowners aren't going to spend $1,200 on a lawnmower, especially a push. I believe Milwaukee should have really by now come out with another option, whether it be just a push option or a cheaper self-propelled. But I don't know. DeWalt. Peace.